And we're back now. 161 pounds. Zane Strapp, 7-14 from Bakersfield in the red. And Art Orozco, one of the Orozco brothers, 22-7. First in the Palomar, second in San Francisco State, third in the Cypress, third in Questra, fourth in Lassen. This is Art Orozco in blue from Cypress at 161 pounds against Zane Strapp, 7-14 from Bakersfield in the red. That last match was determined on riding time, and riding time, if you have 1 full minute, not 59 seconds, but 60 seconds, 1 full minute of riding time, you get 1 point. So all that riding that Jim DeVore did in demonstrating that control gave him 1 point. And we were tied at the end, therefore that 1 point put him over 3-2, and that's why he won. He demonstrated that control. But if it had been 59 seconds, when you are no longer being ridden and you reverse and the other man rides, they begin reversing the clock and counting away. So it has to be 1 full minute of uncorrupted riding time, and you get 1 point. That's a long time to stay on top without having them reverse the clock on you and count down as the other man rides. Okay, we're getting up into the weights here at 161 pounds. Art Orozco, you've got a tight whizzer on that arm. Orozco in blue being held down on a whizzer, holding that arm tight. Side by side. Somebody yelled limp arm, which is what Art should do. Just let it go and soften up the arm. Here we go. If he brings it through from behind, he can break it. And then they go into a windmill competition for Coach, referee calls it. Our referee here, Jim McCrillis, rightfully so. Sees a stalemate position in the whizzer, locked on that arm, side by side. Bakersfield man reaches underneath. Moving back to the center. We've got 2 brothers on this team. You have to watch out for brothers because they grew up from infants wrestling each other. Art and his brother Jose coming up match after next at 180 pounds. Art's in there, has the leg. Art, as I said, is 22-7, which is a great record. Reaching for the back of the head, little neck pressure. Reaches underneath, doesn't quite close the hands on that leg. Bakersfield man's a little hesitant to go completely down into the shooting position underneath. And you have to see that kind of hesitancy always in these weights because when you kneel down, there we go, no hesitancy at all. Art goes down on the knee and takes the chance of being hit in the face with a bigger man's forearm. That's what you need. You have to get that kind of penetration. If he'd turned the corner just a little quicker around the hips, he'd have been behind him. You see him use that head pressure underneath the arm. He ducked it beautifully. So you see Art has the speed, and he did go down on the knee to make that deep penetration. Get up close to the man. First round. Team score now for Cypress, 16. Bakersfield visitors, 0. Won every match so far. We're 0-0 in this match. Talking about the 2 brothers, you have to watch out for brothers. When they're 3 or 4 in a row, you're in big trouble because the little one coming along is going to whip everybody in the wrestling room, regardless of what weight he's in. He's just had the style and the technique from the carpet burns at home. And it's happened many, many times. Art controlling pretty well here. See that arm hooking up on that shoulder, maintaining the control. And the other arm hooking up, slips off onto that leg. He's getting around in front. Art's going to try a trip, but he loses. The man gets an escape.
Come on, Art.
Move back into the center here. Freestyle again, freestyle wrestling, catches, catch can, upstairs and downstairs, kung fu, ground wrestling. Take it down, roll in the dirt, you know, not just a stand-up fight. Sweep the legs out from underneath your opponent, make him lay prostrate on the ground, see what he can do. You should see a boxer's eyes roll around in his head when he's laying sideways, or a karate man. or a Taekwondo artist. They go, what is this? You know? Sweep them around behind, get on and give them a ride. Not used to ground fighting. Good old ground fighting. It's the most instinctive and natural of all the martial arts. Knock them down. There he goes in on the leg again. This man tightens up on the neck. Little spinning action. He's got that, Bakersfield got the head locked up pretty tight. Now he lets, Art pulls it out. Watching for feet. Most everything, focus on those feet. Art looked like he was all the way around behind there. Good lateral movement. Bakersfield has a point. That's that escape. Escape can kill you. Got to hang on. Art's down by 1-0. Yeah, I did hear that a little tip from one of the wrestlers on the team. You got to watch Art for duck under. He likes to get a headlock and then pop an elbow up and put his head underneath the opponent's elbow. Kind of squirt around behind him. Chin duck under. Make the man bow down with a headlock. Here we go again. Z-strap and Art Orozco. 161 pounds. Bakersfield slips down to a leg like he knows what he's doing. That was beautiful. Real nice. You notice that at no time did he leave the leg free. Kept his arms crossed over or under. Both hands on that leg at one time. If one arm had been left loose in the movement from the transition from the upper body down to the single leg, then the opponent could kick him off immediately. And you can kick as much as you want. See? Beautiful styling. He knows what he's doing. He keeps those hands locked on that knee. He's going to sweep that other ankle. Little judo move. Instead, Art collapses on the side. This guy's riding tough. Bakersfield knows how to work down from that upper position. A lot of guys will hold onto an arm and then work right down your side. Almost instinctively, you can feel that when they give up both arms on the leg. You can't ever hold a leg with one arm. Spinning again. Bakersfield 1, Cypress 0. That one escape is haunting Art at this point. We're in the third period. One point, escape. Now we're tied up. Come on, Art. That Bakersfield man knows how to work those legs. Beautiful. That one. Well, Art's getting a little tired. He had that before. He was beautiful. Not quite enough penetration on that one. He's going to go for a high C again. Hook him in the crotch and move into his hips and then turn the corner going around behind him. Turning the corner being getting around from the side of his hip. Bakersfield man shoots on a double. Rocking him. 2. Referee gives 2. 3-1 Bakersfield. Bakersfield shoots and gets that double. Needless to say, the Bakersfield team is jumping up and down now. This looked like they think this may be their match. Counting down 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Darn. 4 Bakersfield, 1 Cypress. Again, that was Zane Strap, 161 pounds. Excellent, working down the body, coming off the arm, moving down to the leg, not holding it with one arm, but using both, dominating the leg. Okay, here we go, 170 pounds from Cypress, walking out on the mat in the blue right now. Ralph Rucker, 19-7. First in the Palomar tournament, second in the San Francisco State tournament. At 170 pounds in the red from Bakersfield, Chris Olinger. Renegades 3, Chargers 16. Team score, They just picked up those 3 points in the last match. First one that they won so far. Now we've got Chris Olinger out there in red. He's 23-7. Check these numbers: 23-7 in the red, and Ralph Rucker 19-7 in the blue. About as close as you can, real close. Chris Olinger got a couple more bouts in there. He was second in the Valley, sixth in the state in '87. This year he was third in the Cuesta, third in the West Valley. So we got two guys that have had plenty of experience. See, he's trying to throw him with that whizzer. Again, a hook over the top of the shoulder, trying to snap him sideways. But the Bakersfield man had the leg in, so there was no momentum in that whip. Try to play crack the whip with him once you get the over the shoulder hook. It's called a whizzer. And you can throw anybody all around the room by their shoulder if they don't have a leg control or if they're not hanging onto furniture. Again, Bakersfield tight on the head, you see, and trying to snap down, and it works. Head control. Bakersfield, just a muscle, very strong move. Got a tight headlock, and he snaps his head to the mat and then tries to go behind. Ralph Rucker here. Ralph Rucker's won 19-7, as I say, score so far. First in the Palomar. So he spent a whole day at Palomar tournament wrestling and did pretty well. Palomar tournament, there were 8 teams there. Cypress was first in that tournament due to Ralph Rucker's efforts that day, because obviously he was one of the winners. Cypress was second in the Reno Wrestling Classic out of 15 teams. Second in the Cypress tournament out of 13 teams. Second in the Cuesta tournament out of 16 teams. So Cypress is right up there. Always competitive. Usually winning. Excellent. Spinning around. 2 points. So it's 2-2 now. Unbelievable. We got some fighting going on now. And another 2 points. Bakersfield 4, Cypress 2. Bakersfield riding tough on top. Neither one of them are going to settle for being on the bottom. You see this explosive movement of reversals immediately. Again, Cypress on the bottom saying, oh no, you're not going to put the foot in on me. Uses an instep throw, but gets taken over. This Bakersfield man's excellent in headlocks. You see him roll him in a headlock and then follow right behind him. Snap him back down. It's giving me a neck ache. Another great camera angle shot. Working underneath, they spin. See the legs back in. Cypress man has to be aware of Bakersfield trying to put the leg inside his legs. It's the beginning of a split or a guillotine. Team scores: Cypress 16, Bakersfield 3. Right now in this match at 170 pounds, we have Cypress 2, Bakersfield 4. Cypress in the disadvantaged position. I wouldn't want to be down there with this Bakersfield man now. He obviously knows what he's doing. Follows close. Ralph got a good jump out in front, but now he's got that leg in. So you don't want that to happen. Now he's going to try to pry this far arm up over his head. Talk about shoulder pain. Ralph, of course, is doing everything he can to keep that arm down. Pops it out. Referee breaks it. Not enough significant advancement in the move. No forward progress being made. Brings him back to the center. Ralph's got to keep his leg, that leg out from inside. You see Ralph make that jump again. He's up. Got to rip the hands and run. Hips out in front. Make it hard for the man to reach around you. He lifts him. Incredible. Tried to trip him. Ralph floats through it.
Go get one, Ralph. Get one, bud.
Calling for Ralph to get one. That means get an escape. Don't focus on trying to reverse or maintaining any contact. Just break away. The guy is, Bakersfield's an awfully tight rider. See the ankle control again. Can't go anywhere when a man dominates like that. This man knows his excellent controls. Back down, reaching underneath for a cradle, you see. Ralph knows what that is. He's going to try to break the hands. More tripping. Maybe he'll come around front while he tries those trips. That'll help. He's got one arm loose. Buzzer. Second period. Got a heck of a fight going on here, folks. They get all worked up. A lot of moves in wrestling are submission moves. They're just so, Jiminy Bakersfield showing a lot of confidence. Really courageous. You know, it could be foolish because Ralph Rucker is going to make him pay for that. Lets him up. Doesn't use the disadvantaged position to his advantage. If I was Bakersfield, I'd have stayed right tight on top. No, don't give anything away. Head pressure again. You see the head pressure. Excellent. And it works. Both hands. Almost. Both hands. Bury the man's head. Try getting up when somebody's pushing your head against the floor. The rest of your body just doesn't go anywhere. Face down. And he almost got all the way around behind. A little spinning action. Bakersfield shoots in deep. Cow catch. Gets snapped. Bakersfield tries it. Now. Almost. Bakersfield is a great, this guy really knows his stuff. Again, Chris Olinger, 23-7. South Bakersfield High School, 6th in the state last year. Bound to do better than that this year at 170 pounds. Coach Haas already had him targeted. Apparently Coach Haas has seen this Chris Olinger at other tournaments. Put a little mark on my paper here saying this guy's tough. And I can see why. Incredible headlock moves and a lot of leg control. Again, pressure on Ralph Rucker's neck. Trying to spin. A little bit of a wrist move. Cypress 3, Bakersfield 4. 15 seconds. Now we're down to 10 seconds. Ralph's got to get one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last period. More points for Bakersfield, 6. Cypress 3. Ralph's got his hand full out there. Both hands full. Chris Olinger again from Bakersfield, 23-7. Now he's in the disadvantaged position. Now if I were Ralph Rucker, yeah, that's right, I'd get close. And I'd break him down. Pull those knees out from underneath him, get him flat. You know, I'd be worried about that guy. No, I wouldn't even, don't let him tripod. This is Ralph's opportunity. Maybe the last one he gets if he doesn't get him down flat. There we go, that's what you want to see. Pull those legs out. Get one of those ankles and just yank him flat, make him lay on his belly. I don't want him up like that, he's too tricky. And not up in a tripod. Of course, Ralph Rucker, 19-7. That's a great record right there. He may feel confident enough he can still slip something on when the man's up. See, he's controlling that ankle. Sit on an ankle. I favor that myself. No riding time. Excellent. Ralph's getting aggressive. Going to pull him apart there. They're back in. He's still down by 3. He's got 1 minute and 9 seconds to go, and then it's all over. Of course, there's always sudden death in wrestling. You can put it away at any time, instantly. Your bouts only have to last 3-4 seconds. Excellent. Take him back down, stack him. Power move. Ralph Rucker showing off incredible strength. Lift him and turn him upside down in the air. Going to stack him. Going to get him flat. Rucker's rallying, it looks like. Excellent. 45 seconds. Man on the bottom knows all he has to do is float out. Good ankle control. Ralph Rucker controlling the man completely. Got the elbow. We're down to 30 seconds for Ralph. He's going to twist him. Oh, come on. Here we go, 15 seconds. Four, three, two, one. Bakersfield. That's 2 for Bakersfield. Excellent match. Chris Olinger again, 23-7.
This is 180 and it's Cypress Choice.
180 pounds coming up now. Jose Orozco, 23-3. This is the other Orozco brother at 180 pounds, Jose Orozco. He's wearing a mask to protect the laceration of the right eye and a bruised nose. Orozco is going to be the head coach at Garden Grove High School this season. He was first in the Cuesta, first in the Palomar, first in the Cypress tournaments, second at San Francisco State, and second in Lassen. Incredibly talented. Incredibly talented. And he's up against Dale Fowler, who's 18-9. West Bakersfield, 6th in the state last year. This year he was first in the Sierra, third in the Cal Poly. So we're in for a heck of a match. As I say, this is the other Orozco brother, and you have to watch out for these brothers. Like I say, they get carpet burns. They work out at home. Oh, I guess they just decided not to wrestle Orozco, possibly to prevent further injuries. Could take him out of competition for the end of the season. And so they just passed at 180 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, and forfeit. And we have a forfeit at 190, so we're out here with the big men now, the heavyweights. We've got Pat Davis in the red from Bakersfield. He's 24-8. He was second in the Sierra and second in the West Valley. And here wrestling for Cypress is Randy Gonzalez, another brother. And Randy Gonzalez is 23-4, first in the Cuesta, second in the Palomar, first in the San Francisco State. These are the big guys.
Yeah, drag it, buddy.
Gonzalez's brother, Randy Gonzalez. His brother was wrestling here. Great heavyweight. So we're already up in the heavies. We've had, we canceled the 180s and the 190s. Jump right up into the beef. Now with these men, if you make a mistake, it's all over. You're only entitled to one small error and you'll pay for it dearly, because there's usually very few reversals, and that's why the movement is cautious, not very cautious, because a mistake is fatal. You're not going to break their arms. You're not going to get their legs off of you if they put them around you. God forbid they put the scissors on you. If they put a half Nelson on you, your neck will hurt for a long time. So we've got two big heavyweights out there sizing each other up, hoping somebody will make an opening and make an error. Actually, you hope for a break or an opening. If nothing happens. Oh, excellent. Randy shoots in on a single leg, snaps him back. Incredible. Excellent speed. Like a much lighter man. You don't see that in the heavyweights a lot. Randy showing absolutely fearless. Randy going to control it. Excellent single leg, shoots deep.
I got 28-12.
Team score now, Cypress is 28, Bakersfield 12. Randy tilting the man for back points, showing technical proficiency and style. See, controlling this ankle also. He lets go of the ankle. Moves around to the side. Randy controlling the ankle again. Just absolute style. You don't have to be as strong as he is to even control with that kind of technique. Showing he's a smart wrestler. Tight spiral ride with that much weight. Now the spiral ride does use leverage and weight. See if this Bakersfield man can stand up with Randy putting the weight up on the front end. He's holding him down on purpose. Not quite. Beautiful. That spiral ride, one hand inside the crotch, the other one on a tight arm, sometimes on a half. And you fold the man over, see if he can stand up. You actually move up forward, which is a dangerous position. Usually it's much better off being behind the hips, but you put the weight on the upper body, keep the man bent in half, keep his weight down. Again, Randy moves up on that spiral. Now he'll move up along the side, you see, twist him over. Gonna rock him again. Randy goes back to the leg immediately when he lets go of the spiral. He cups that ankle with his legs. Excellent technique. Trying to pressure that neck down. Neck's just a little bit big for even Randy putting that tweak his neck down with the two arms. Bakersfield man tries to kick over from underneath. See that arm being pulled back underneath. 2-on-1 again. Gonna go for a cradle. Looks like breaks as they go back down. Crossface again. Pulling the arm in. Randy's older brother John again wrestled here. And like I said, you got to watch out for these brothers. A lot of practice at home. Probably a lot of broken furniture at their house. Both of them heavyweights. Giants. There he goes on, reaching underneath. 2-on-1 again. Again, Randy's up by 4, Bakersfield 0. Again, the team scores, Cypress 22, Bakersfield 12. Randy showing a lot of technique. You notice when he switches off the upper body ride, he goes right back to an ankle. He's probably not even aware of that himself. It's just been trained in there. Lots of wrestling. Chopping again. Makes your elbows ache. When a man tripods or uses his front arms to hold him up, the man on top has the right to use a chop, open-handed, fold the elbows up from behind, fold the arms up, make him crash down onto his face. You can hammer away, just a blow to the side, lateral movement on the joint again. Randy's in the disadvantaged position. It's Bakersfield's opportunity to do anything if he can. Randy reaches back to pull him off. A nice tight figure 4 by Bakersfield, which is a smart. I think Randy just stepped out of it. Watch Bakersfield's leg now. We move flat. Crossface. Bakersfield moving around, trying to get the legs in again and try to control him. Randy builds up into a tripod, pulls him over the front. He's high. Bakersfield's going to come right off the top, out the back door. Randy scoots, and now he puts that, going to sink that half, going to force him over. The head comes back up. Bakersfield man knows, keep that head up. Randy knows, nope, keep that head down, man. I want to put this half in here. And a cross face. Reach underneath for that other arm. Most all of the moves in wrestling are focused against the joints and not just the musculature. And that's why things get so dangerous. It's why again, there is no professional wrestling. The clowning around that you see would be fatal if the men were to actually employ these techniques to disable their opponent. A dislocation or the pressure on the joints is exactly why you use these holds, because you can't resist it. It looks like a cradle from up in the air. You see Bakersfield man tripoding, carrying the whole weight. Randy puts the weight on him. Randy looks over at the coach, demonstrating excellent control. Randy went up into that tripod and shirked the man right off his back, down over his head. Went out the back door, as I said. Excellent. Randy 6, Bakersfield 0. Excellent. Randy Gonzalez. All right, we have a team score here. Cypress 22, visitors Bakersfield 12. Finishing up with the big heavyweights. Randy showing a lot of technique here. And we had 180-pounder and 190-pound scratched. Again, Chargers 25, final score. Renegades 12 at the beautiful Cypress College Gymnasium. Thanks very much for coming here. Love to have you come down and watch the wrestling. This is Calvin Free signing off for Cypress, Ray Haas, and the Cypress Chargers.